My name is Oz, and on today's video, we're going to discuss some easy, basic grooming techniques that'll get you well on your way to being large and in charge. That sounds good? Stick around. Welcome back, gentlemen. I'm so glad you're here. And today on Large and in Charge, we're going to discuss probably the easiest step that you can start to begin your journey towards being large and in charge. Just like any journey, it's going to be a long journey, but there are some stops along the way. Number one, probably the first exit you're going to have to get off on is going to be basic grooming town. Exactly like it sounds. Very basic stuff, very easy. Anybody can do it, and it doesn't take a whole lot of money to get there. Number one, you got to start small. Do not go crazy. Just like any other project you're working on, you go in full force. Next thing you know, you get overwhelmed and you quit. What you need to do is start small. Don't be afraid to experiment a little bit. It's going to take a little commitment on your part, but I promise you that if you implement these steps, you'll be well on your way towards getting to large and in charge. The first thing you want to do is simple things. Cut your hair. Get a haircut. A haircut can make a huge difference in your appearance like that, automatically. The half an hour that you're going to be in the barbershop is going to be a transformation. Once you get that haircut, you're going to feel 100 times better about yourself. You have to do some research. Please, go on Google and look up men's hairstyle. There's a billion things that you can do with your hair. You got to wear it, so you got to be confident enough to walk out of that barbershop with that haircut. You may want to consult your barber. He sees a lot more heads than you do. Maybe he can recommend a haircut for you, something you can look up together and see if you like the way that'll look on you. But I guarantee, once you step in that barbershop, you get a good haircut, you will feel 100 times better about yourself than you did when you walked in. And that's regardless of dress, any other factor. Just as simple as getting a haircut. Same token, you want to leverage the power of facial hair. If you have any facial hair, make sure you keep it tidy and clean. That does include nose and ear hair. Nobody, no woman, nobody wants to be with somebody growing a forest out of their nose and ears. Also, eyebrows. There should be two of them, not one. And they shouldn't be windblown. If you ride in your car with the windows down and your eyebrows are windblown afterwards, you need to address those guys. We're not talking about getting them waxed and thinned, and just lift the hair, brush the hair up, and get a pair of scissors and cut the excess over, something so that they look tamed. The key here is to give the appearance that you care what you look like. If you care what you look like and people think that you care what you look like, then they're going to put a little more stock into what you look like. So, number one, get a haircut. Number two, work on that facial hair. Number three is really gross, are fingernails. Make sure you're taking care of your fingernails, gentlemen. Nothing worse than long, dirty, chewed up fingernails, hands all cracked. Yes, I know a lot of men work with their hands and there's calluses, but moisturize. Find a good lotion to get those calluses a little smoother. Women like a good callus, and it shows a sign of hard work. But at the same time, they don't want to be sent to the emergency room with a third-degree burn from you rubbing your hand on some body part. So take care of your hands. A lot of times, when you meet someone after they see your face, the next thing they're going to notice is your hand when you give them a good handshake. Make sure your hands are taken care of. Again, that's the first step. Remember to keep it simple. There is another exit on the way to large and in charge once we get back on the highway to advance grooming town. And then we'll get a little more specific into other things you should implement on your style journey. But remember, nothing says how you like me now like a fresh haircut and a nice touch up on your beard, mustache if you have facial hair. On that note, gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. If you like what you saw, please like, comment in the comments, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. It does help the channel to grow. I'd like to thank you again for joining me. I'm Oz Rodriguez, and I'm large and in charge.